Talking with Ambassador Carla Sands, and she did a terrific job representing America during the Trump administration in Denmark and areas. And she's really got a handle on the economic war, both the foreign one facing China, talking about banning Huawei because they would be spying on everything and everyone, but also domestically, the effort to try and just really decarbonize, which really means dehumanize the planet, because we're carbon beings ourselves. That's who they really want to eliminate. And the elite, she's been around them. She's been with all the societies and knows all of them. So we've talked about the problems, and now we need solutions. And one of the big solutions she's already brought up is to stand up, to bring, not literally, but figuratively, a gun to the knife fight, because they're fighting us with lawfare, they're robbing us from jobs, they're trying to silence us on social media. How do we fight back, Ambassador?
How we fight back, first of all, is never backing down, not compromising, but being on the offense. If you look at the left and how they have moved our society further and further to the left, that now Republicans, we talk like John F. Kennedy. John F. Kennedy was a famous Democrat. They have literally moved society to the left. We have not won. We've given in on every step. So what I want to see are Republicans that have a spine, that will fight for the everyday man and woman and child in our country. What does it mean? It means fighting so that we don't have runaway inflation by restricting how much government is spending and wasting. It means stopping these multi-trillion-dollar bills like were passed in the last Congress. It means making sure energy is affordable, like it was under President Trump, where we were spending less than $2 a gallon on gas. It means groceries can be afforded by the average middle-class family and the working people, seniors on a fixed income. We have to take care of our own. It means not sending billions and billions of dollars to Ukraine. That's Europe's war. Europe needs to pay for their war. We have really big fish to fry in Asia. Taiwan is being threatened by China, as well as us. Xi is saying, prepare for war. And literally, Raytheon, one of our most important defense companies, the CEO recently just said, we're not going to be able to, we don't think, stop getting our components from China. Well, how do you think we're going to be able to wage a war if we're getting components from China? It means you won't have anything from Raytheon if that's the case. The DoD has been telling our defense companies to get out of China, make this stuff in a near or home country, and clearly they're not listening. So we have very big problems.
You're right, and every one of those problems has an economic component to it. Whether it's inflation, whether it is manufacturing of pharmaceuticals or equipment for military. Every one of them has an economic component and it has an economic answer. And that's what we do in the Economic War Room, is we come up with answers. For example, I mentioned before the break, pirate money. Article 1, Section 10 of the Constitution says that no state shall make anything but gold and silver coins tender within the state. What if you had gold and silver on deposit in a state and you had an alternative monetary system where you could use a debit card and you could spend your gold and silver, or you could exchange it freely? So I'll send you information on that because I want you to see what we're doing there. And then ESG, which is a serious problem. So we offer LSV, liberty, security, and values. All this money that investors have put into BlackRock is their money. It's not BlackRock's money, but BlackRock has been voting their shares to further the ESG agenda, to defund and debank our American energy industry and so forth. So if we get the American people to wake up, they can take their money out of bad investments and put it into liberty, security, and value investments. And then the World Economic Forum that wants you to own nothing and be happy and eat bugs and all of that. I mean, you saw this front lines firsthand. Is that really what Klaus Schwab is pushing?
That's what he said with his own mouth, so I can only take him at his own words. And we know Elon Musk said that ESG is the devil.
Here's a $10 bill. It's got the picture of Alexander Hamilton on the front of it. You know, it's kind of sad. When I was 10 years old, everything that I could buy for $1 now costs about $10. That's the cost of inflation. It's just paper. It's not backed by anything. You can't exchange it for gold and silver. It used to, but you can't do that anymore. And that's unfortunate. You know, pirates wouldn't accept this. Pirates, they wanted gold and silver. Patriots, the founders of this nation, also wanted gold and silver coin. In fact, they put a provision in the Constitution, 17 words, that said states could only make gold and silver coins tender within the states. That's why I wrote this new book, Pirate Money, Discovering the Founders' Hidden Plan for Economic Justice and Defeating the Great Reset. It will explain exactly the history of money and exactly why gold and silver coins can be made modern with new technology and a useful monetary system. PirateMoneyBook.com.